I think my internet connection
Yes.
is a bit slow now. Let me check if the recording is on. I'm trying to record, it's not showing. Okay. All right, guys. So the last thing I said was can you remind me what the last thing I talked about, please? Can you remember the last thing I said? One person should just remember the last thing I said, please, before we went off.
Okay, sorry, sir. You were saying we should backtest on a particular strategy that works. That when maybe a particular thing that works, that if particular thing is working for us, we should not be going and be looking for more
Okay.
things.
Yeah, that's true,
You
Mr.
can actually,
Stevens. Thank you. I can remember now. All right. So, like I said, you should just focus on just search for a pair that works with your strategy. See, let me tell you guys. I remember when I was still struggling to learn how to trade. There's a guy I saw on one Telegram channel. The guy only trades VIX 75 1S. VIX 75 1S. That's the only pay the guy trades. So I was like, I asked him, why is it that you just decide to trade only this particular pair? He said it's because he has spent so much time on this pair to study it and he has understood how the market moves. Then his strategy is about 70% accurate. So 7 times out of 10, he wins. You understand? So you see, he understands the movement of the market because like these things I'm telling you, they don't work on all pairs. For example, you see, there's this strategy here that let's say you have the market does this. Let's say the market buys, you know, comes back. Now here there's a strategy that works like this. The market comes back to this previous high, it reverses immediately. But this strategy does not work for all pairs. There are pairs the market, you rarely see the market coming down to this particular high here, this previous high, before it buys. It can just buy from here most of the time. You understand? So you see that this particular strategy of waiting for the market to get to this zone for you to take a buy cannot work on this particular pair, the pair that the market doesn't easily come down to this zone. So for that reason, just keep on looking for a particular pair, do back testing. Many people don't want to waste time. See, you can spend even if it is 1 week to identify a pair. After all, you are trying to prepare or you are trying to learn how to make money from something. So spending time to work on that thing, as long as you know this thing is going to put good food on your table, give you give you that financial freedom that you deserve, then you can easily spend the time to study this thing. Spend the time, find out a pair that works, that respects your strategy so well. Then you follow it, trade just that pair until you see that you're set up, until you see the conditions. Then do not take any trade. And even if you see something that's similar to that different pair, ignore it, except you've actually tested and confirmed that that pair is in line or respects your strategy. All right. Please mute your microphone.
all right.
God bless you. Please just mute your microphone. I don't want to remove people. Thank you.
Wow.
Who is
Maru,
there?
can you mute your microphone? What nonsense is this?
I am trying to mute these human beings. I don't know. Just please simply mute your microphone. You are disturbing others. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, this thing is not that difficult. It's not that difficult. I want you guys to condition your mindset. You understand? Just condition your mind that trading is simple. As long as there are people who are making money in this thing, then they have just one head, not two heads. Then you can also make the money too. You understand? Just know that you can also make that same money that they are making. You understand? Do not feel there are some people, nobody was born with these things. Everybody just came and they learned it. The only thing is that the conditions of learning for some persons are better than the conditions of learning for some others. You understand? There are those who are struggling to learn it. Maybe you're already working, you are a family man, Then you have so much responsibilities. You see that you have to go to work. When you come back from work, you start looking at the chart. You're already worn out. You have a lot of things on your mind, and maybe you're a family woman. You have children. You have family responsibilities, especially family responsibilities. And then you are trying to learn to trade. You should understand that at that point, there is this mindset in you. You want to make this money from trading so that you'll be able to, sort out the bills, pay the bills very freely. And because of that, there is this particular kind of pressure that is on you. There is a pressure that I have to make this money. Let me try and do this. Let me try, But that part that the patience to actually learn this thing will not be there, because every day somebody's asking you for money. Every day you have to pay this. Then you find it difficult to keep on funding your account and blowing it. You understand? And because your mind, at some point you will stop trying to learn to trade. You'll be looking for signals because you need the money urgently. You will see, even if you have a person or a mentor who is ready to teach you, you see at some point you will not be so serious because your mind is thinking of how to solve a problem at home. The problem requires money, and this trading is supposed to give you money, but it's trying to look difficult because there are so many things in your mind. You understand? So when those things come up, at the end, you stop looking for ways to learn. You start looking for free signals, or even paid signals. So what I used to advise people is this: if you are trying to learn to trade, do not really put your mind on it as it is something that you want to do to relieve your family, relieve you of the financial stress. Actually, it can help you do that, but that mindset, I just want to start trading today, maybe in a month's time I should be able to pay my bills, is what will ruin you. You will keep on paying, you will keep on blowing your accounts because you won't have the patience to learn. You won't have the patience to do proper back testing. You won't have the patience to get the right knowledge. You'll be learning, you'll be rushing over things. There are things you just think like, for example, now you can feel you understand resistance and support very well. Then if you see somebody who wants to teach you support and resistance, you feel, I know them, don't teach me that one, teach me something else that wants to help me make money. Just because you feel you know it, and you're going to feel it's actually going to delay you in your money making process. You have problems, you don't have time for this, you need the money to solve problems. Guy, that is how you continue paying for buying courses, paying for mentorships, and some of those things you won't even have anybody there to respond. When you pay the money, they are gone. They just sell those things to you. They add it to one group and you'll be there suffering by yourself. At the end, you still find other groups to join, free groups to join, and be getting free signals. All right. So if you have a responsibility, guys, please, if you want to learn how to trade, just keep your mind. Tell yourself, this trading, I want to learn it slowly. Give yourself a target. Do not be in a hurry to do it. Tell yourself, okay, I'll give myself, let's say, 2-3 months. Maybe because of the kind of job you do. Maybe your job, it doesn't give you enough time to learn it, to look at the chart. Then you can tell yourself, okay, I'm giving myself 3 to 5 months to learn these things slowly. 3 to 5 months, then you follow it. Just have a time frame, just have a kind of a timetable, have a kind of a schedule for yourself. I have to be on the chart when I come back from work, maybe so time I have to be on the chart. Then you learn it gradually. See, you will progress. You will see that you'll be progressing, rather than having the mindset of actually making this money within a month of starting to learn to trade. Just compare yourself to when, for those who have attended the university, you spend 7 to 8, sometimes 4 years, 5 years, 6 years to learn those things you learned, which are not even giving you money. Those things are not even giving us money. They don't teach you how to make money in the university, but you spend 7 years, 5 years, 6 years to learn, 4 years. You understand? So you can spend 3 years, you can spend, even if it is 3 months, and learn how to make money because you want to make money. Else, you will end up funding your account. The little salary they are paying you, use it to fund an account. And when you fund the account, you blow it up. Then you'll be hungry. Please mute your microphone, please. If you want to say anything, just use the chat section. Use the chat section. Drop your question there. All right, or your comment there.
All that probably you not get a proper salary.
All right, so that's what I was saying. You see, you keep on funding on your account, and you are blowing it up just because of you are not actually allowing yourself to learn these things properly. So you need to allow yourself to learn these things properly. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you these things from experience because I used to tell people, when you have problem, don't learn trading. Solve the problem first before you go to learn trading. Problem that has to do with that requires money, because when you go into learn trading, your mind is on making the profits. The patience to learn will not come in. Your psychology is different. Your emotion, everything will become, emotions will come in, guys. So you help yourself by doing that first. If you are somebody who is depending on another person, maybe you're a student, you have parents or guardians who is paying your bills, then you have some time to learn. Spend your quality time and learn, because you have to pay back in return. Spend your time and take time to learn this thing. Practice. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to make the money. If you be in a hurry to make the money, you will lose out. And then you run away from forex. You say it's not working, it's a scam. Forex is this. Mr. Elvis, you are enjoying your noodles, we can see. Enjoy yourself. All right. So you see, guys, it is very important we take note of those things. And I asked a question in the group the other day. I was saying, let's say you have I still use 60% accuracy strategy. Then you take 10 trades. Out of the 10 trades, 4 is supposed to be your winning, 6 will most likely be your winning trades. Then 4 will be the losses. Then what if it happens that the first 4 trades you take are the losses? How will you react? How will you react if the first 4 trades you take are losses? You see, you might feel so worn out. You might feel you've lost so much. You need to rest. You spend so much money, all those stuff, because what it means when you lose the trade. That the feeling that comes in when you lose a trade, you feel as if you don't know what you're doing. Like there's this kind of discouragement that comes, especially if you lose up to 2 trades, consecutively. Then you lose the third one. You understand? Then you lose the fourth one. You might feel that's the end. You should rest. Maybe you just shut down trading for a while. While for some other traders, they will say, okay, let me just continue trading. I have to recover my losses. I cannot just go in and I cannot just lose those money like that. Let me just recover my money. You start looking out for another setup to recover, so that you can recover the money. Now, 2 things are possible. Let me tell you guys. 2 things are possible. So if your strategy is 60% accurate, then out of the 10 trades, meaning 6 will be winning trades. Then you happen to experience the first 4 trades. Let's say in a week you take 10 trades. Then the first 4 trades in the week, are losses. Guys, do not just think that is the end, because your strategy is 60% accurate. Meaning the 4 trades you take, maybe they are the first 4 trades you took and you lost. They might be the losses that would have come later. You understand? Because there are times, if you have been in this industry for a while, you notice that there are times you will be in a winning streak. You can win all your trades in 1 week. There are times you might win in 2 weeks, you will not experience a single loss. You might be in a winning streak. Then if you happen to see that your strategy, which is 60%, then the first 4 trades go in losses, guys, do not quit. Do not quit immediately. Try the 5th trade. If you take the 5th trade and it's still in losses, then you can relax. That is when you have already understood the accuracy of your strategy. And also, before you even continue the 5th trade, I have to mention, because I won't deceive you guys. It must be that your mindset is still intact. Your mental state is still intact, because when you experience the first loss, the second one, and the third one, even the fourth one, at some point, your mindset will be, your psychology will be messed up. You understand? And then if you want to still stay on the chart to find opportunities, there's a very high chance you will not, be patient enough to see a very good setup. You will just want to revenge. You want to get back the money. You want to get back the money you've lost, and or even make more. You understand? So once that happens, you see, you will lose more money. You will lose more money. So if you notice that after taking the 4 losses, your psychology is still intact, like you really understand how your strategy works, then you can go in for the fifth trade. After all, if you notice your strategy has a risk to reward ratio of 1:3, some persons have to 1:5, maybe 1:4, a good risk to reward ratio. Then even if you lose those 4 trades, once the market, maybe the remaining other trades you cover all those losses. You understand? But make sure your mindset, your mental, how would I even put it, is still intact. Do not be in a hurry to continue the fifth trade, or even the third trade. Because some people, after losing 1 or 2 trades, their head is messed up. They don't even understand what they are doing again. They can just keep on placing trades up and down, placing trades up and down. You need to first of all confirm that you are still yourself, you are still you. Because any mistake you make, it is just a matter of one button. It's just one button you will click, either a buy or a sell. And if you click either of those buttons without proper consideration or analysis, proper analysis of the chart and confirmation that the market is actually going that direction, then you keep on losing more money. All right. So in essence, if whenever you notice that you are not your mental state is messed up, in terms of your psychology is messed up, please do not go into trade at that time. No matter the strategy you're using, do not go into trade. If it is after you've taken a trade, then you start feeling somehow, just stop. After taking a trade, then you lose the trade. Stop trading. Just stop trading. If you notice you cannot continue, you start feeling somehow, stop trading. But if you take the loss and you still feel that you are you, like you understand what you're doing, you're following the rules, of your strategy, you are still observing all the conditions you need to observe before you can take any trade, then you can go ahead and trade. And make sure the number of losses you take within a period of time does not exceed the number of losses you should take based on your strategy. All right. If you notice if you take the losses and then it still keeps on coming, please, you pause. Do not trade. Find somewhere, go and sit down with your friends, because it might affect you. Find your friends, go and sit down. If you have siblings around, sit down, start gisting, start doing, having fun with them, so you can take your mind off it. Then find a place and sleep. When you wake up, do not trade. Just go and backtest. Keep on backtesting and backtesting and backtesting. It will go a very long way. I'm telling you this. Keep on backtesting. It will go a very long way. After backtesting, you might discover there's something you did not observe. There's one of these your rules you did not observe. Maybe there is something. Maybe the market condition has changed. It's not like the way you used to trade some weeks ago. Something maybe like now in the US that news is coming up every day and is affecting the currency pace. It can actually affect the trade, and then you see yourself, experiencing those losses. So you have to take note of those things, guys. Take note of those things. It's very, very important. All right. Do not be in a hurry to close a trade. Do not just feel it is okay, all those things. And also, if you understand, maybe you are somebody who works, maybe you do a kind of stressful job, then when you come back to the house is when you try to look at the chart. Once you notice you're already tired, you are worn out, leave the chart. See, when your brain is not relaxed, you are prone to making wrong decisions. Your eyes may be seeing, in fact, your mind may be seeing things that your eyes are not seeing. Your mind will be seeing some kind of structures on the chart. Meanwhile, your eyes are not even seeing it. And that is the way that your mind will deceive you. You take a wrong trade and then you are gone. All right. Your account is gone. All right. So take note of those things. And also take note of the fact that in trading, as long as there is no 100% strategy, that you cannot always win trades. If you have these things at the back of your mind, it will help you. You can never always win trades. You can be winning for a week, but the next week you might be losing. Maybe based on your strategy, you lose a few, but you'll be profitable. You understand? So always take note of that. As long as this market is not controlled by any of us here, you understand? We are just mere individuals. Then we are trying to follow what people are doing. The big guys there, the big dogs in the market. Then we just have to know that we are not in charge. Whatever you are not in charge, you cannot control it. You understand? So then if you have a strategy that can help you to make 60% or 70% or whether 50%, then know that the remaining percent is the losses that you will always be experiencing. So that when you experience the losses, you will not feel as if something strange just happened to you. Are you following me? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys understand me. If you understand, just indicate in the chat. Indicate in the chat. I think this class is even taking too long than I had expected. I said 30 to 40 minutes. It's already getting to one. It's about an hour now, no? Hey, it's about an hour now. All right, guys. So please take note of what I've just mentioned to you about entries. It's very, very important, especially the entry. It will really help you. Just keep practicing and practicing and practicing all those things. It will help you. You know, it will help you. My major concern was about the entry in the market. And if you can just try to follow what I've told you, it will really go a long way to change your trading experience. Because at the end, I was even going to talk about, something else. I want to talk about this thing. How do we call it? Paying for signals. See, let me tell you, so many people have been contacting me. They say they want to, if I do offer signals. I don't offer signals. You know, I only teach you how you can trade by yourself and make the profit. And now let me tell you guys what happens. Some of these signal providers you pay money to get from, their strategy may not work for you. You know, I don't know if you guys have experienced this thing. Maybe let's say you pay for a signal for signals. Then when the signal is dropped, you see your profit for the signal. You make, let's say, you make a profit of let's say maybe $7 for that particular signal. After hitting the take profit, you make $7. But you notice that the person who dropped this signal makes let's say, okay, let me not even go to the profits yet. You notice that this particular signal that was dropped, even to enter with the minimum lot size, the SL might be too large. Like let's say you have an account size of maybe $15, then the SL is something like $8. Something like $8, then the profit for this trade might be, let's say, around $7 or $9. This is what happens for a lot of signals people pay money to get. The profit might be around maybe $8 or $9. Let's say it is $9. Then you'll see that you are risking $8 to make $9. And then you see that at the end, some of you, the trade might hit your SL. Then you see that the signal provider, the person that actually provided the signal, will be making a profit of, let's say, maybe $700. With this same signal that you were struggling to make $9, the person is making $700, or the trade may have hit your SL, but he did not close his own. Then he may tell you open multiple positions. Then you open multiple positions. And he also opens multiple positions. Yet his SL is not hit, but your own SL is hit. Or maybe the SL, not actually the SL, your account is blown up. Yet his own account is not blown up. He makes about $700 profit or $500 while you are struggling to make just $9. And sometimes because of fear, you can even close this trade at when it is up to $5. Now, why does this happen? I don't know if any of you can relate to what I'm trying to explain here. If you understand this thing, can any of you relate to what I'm trying to explain here? What is this situation I'm trying to describe? Because why this happens is because the person that provides this signal understands his strategy. You understand? This person understands his strategy. Then this strategy he uses, you don't understand the strategy. He can tell you, buy this particular pair. You enter the trade at that point. But for him, he might just enter with the minimum lot size and wait for the market to keep on maybe going down, maybe going down. As the market is going down, he is adding more positions. He has a particular place he understands based on his own understanding. The market will possibly get there before it starts actually really starts buying. So he keeps on adding positions, and he has a bigger account size. Are you following me? He has a bigger account size. So you'll see that he is not actually risking the same way you are risking. So sometimes you might even quickly close the trade in losses, and you see at the end he is there in some very good profits because he understands his strategy. You don't understand his strategy. You only paid for the signal. He has given you the signal. However you can use it, use it. It is your business. It's not his own business. That is why I used to advise people, please try and learn and to trade by yourself. If you're making a loss, let it be like let it be that you are the one that lost the money. Let it not be that somebody gave you a signal and you lost. Although the person cannot be accurate all the time, you might be winning sometimes, but trust me, the same profit he makes, you might really have an opportunity to make that kind of profit because he is the owner. He understands, the person that understands the strategy. You don't understand the strategy. You are just, following him. Excuse me, you're just following him blindly. I don't know if you understand my point. So please do not patronize signals. I used to discourage people from signals. Do not patronize signals. Do not give your account for people to manage. I don't advise it. Though I have somebody who trades for people, he trades well. But trust me, he cannot be perfect. Sometimes he can blow your account. So it is only when somebody disturbs me, he really needs somebody to help him. I would say, okay, let's give it to him. Then let's see what he can do. But most of the time, he makes the profit. But you should understand that somebody who trades with your account, the person is trading to make the profit too. So the person may not be actually risking what you would risk if it is you that is trading on your account. The person wants to make some good amount so that once you want to share, once you want to share, he has something reasonable. He doesn't want to, be trading to be making $10. He wants to make more. So in a bid to make more, he will increase the lot size, open multiple positions. The number of positions you will not actually do a trade open on your account. The kind of lot size you will not actually use based on your account size. You see, he will use it. Why? Because he wants to make the profit so that he can share. You understand? So it is risky. Right? So guys, I want you guys to take what I've just said into consideration. I think I've just spoken enough, and I don't know if anybody has a question because I will be drawing the curtain as soon as possible. I'll be drawing the curtain very soon. If you have a question, just type in the chat section. I'll take only 3 questions in the chat section. I'm not sure. We don't even have time. We don't even have time. In the next 10 minutes, the meeting will be ending because of Zoom. Zoom has just sent. Please quickly just type your question in the chat. The only first 3 questions is one I'm going to answer, if at all there is going to be a question. All right. So while you are typing your question, I want you guys to take note. For those of you that would want to enroll in my mentorship, the May mentorship batch, the registration is already ongoing. Some persons that contacted me privately have already registered. How can you overcome fear to enter a trade? Mr. Yasir, I think that's how it's pronounced. Okay, let me just finish what I'm saying. All right. So the registration is already ongoing. So I'll be posting the information on the Telegram channel so that if you are interested to join the mentorship batch, the May mentorship batch, you can easily take action as soon as you can. You take action as soon as you can. The thing is that, as I keep on researching, I keep on coming up with new ideas that can, help us, maximize our profit in trading. And so I would want you guys, if you are interested, just quickly take this opportunity, very important, and then join us in the mentorship. I will try my best to give you all I have. All right. So do not hesitate to join the mentorship for the month of May. All right. I'm still planning more things for all my students. Anybody who has paid for my mentorship, I have something for you guys. I'm just planning a day that's going to be convenient for me. I will announce it. Then all of us will meet here on Zoom. Then we look at something. And then for some of you would want to join my private mentorship. I strongly recommend that. I strongly recommend, because we have time to talk one-on-one. You express what you feel and what you want, and how, it's a one-on-one conversation, and we schedule it based on the time that is convenient for both of us. You understand? It's not like the group mentorship where we fix the time and you just have to be. The only thing is that we will record those classes, so that if you are not available, you can watch the video, then ask the questions in your group. But if you want a more how will I put it? I don't know the English to use there. Then consider the private mentorship. All right, just reach out to me directly, then we'll negotiate. If anybody comes for private mentorship, maybe between today and tomorrow, I might just give you a waiver. Might just give you a waiver between today and tomorrow if you are interested, just for the sake of for the fact that you spend some time to attend this class. I will just give you a waiver. Then you have to indicate that you actually attended this class. Then Mr. Yasir asked a question: how can you overcome fear to enter a trade after you see a clear entry? Mr. Ahmed, you did not see a clear entry. If you've seen a clear entry, then you did not enter the trade, meaning you did not actually see a clear entry. You understand? If you see a clear entry, you will enter. Before you have the fear to enter the trade, is because you are not sure of that entry. The fear comes in from doubt. You are not sure. That is where you allow the market to move. Then after the market moves, that is when you realize it was actually a clear entry. You understand me? So it is until you start practicing, try to do this backtesting I just mentioned today. Based on your strategy, I believe you trade the engulfing candlestick or the continuation. Then try to follow, what I've just said today. Identify, after finding your entry, the setup, where does the market usually move, and why does it usually move around here? Then from there, you identify where to always actually enter. If you do this for a couple of times, you will see that you will not have problems with that fear again. And also the fear of losing. Do not be so scared of losing trades. Losing trade is part of the trading. You understand? Only that you have to make sure that your winning trades are far more than your losing trades. Because as long as your strategy is not 100%, then the remaining percent, if it's 70%, the remaining percent, which is 30, is the ones you'll be losing. Then you have to lose it. Then don't be scared. Ensure you set your stop loss properly. The only thing the market can do to you is to hit the stop loss. You understand? When if you have a good strategy, don't worry about the stop loss. Just set it. It is only when you don't even set the stop loss that you should be scared. Be worried about what the market is actually going to do. All right? Then there is more on this psychology, guys. The only thing is that we cannot actually finish everything in one class. It's a gradual stuff. Maybe in the mentorships, I will mention them. Mr. Tribe Zambia, I think this is the guy on my YouTube channel. Like I mentioned, if you have a strategy that works for you, when each time you enter the trade, the market usually goes against you for a while before it goes your way. What you have to do is to take note of that place the market goes to before it goes your way. Take note of that. Why the market usually goes down before it goes your way. I think you need to watch the video, because the first class we had, the first recording is ready. I'll be uploading on my YouTube channel. So I believe you watch that video, it will help you, with the entry. If you watch that video, it will help you with the entry. Or even more better, you join the main mentorship batch. It will help you, because to me, strategy is not your problem. The problem so many of you have is just the entry and the psychology. That is it. So try to join the main mentorship batch. You'll go a long way, guys. The time is almost up. The time is almost up. So I appreciate your time for trying to be available here. Everybody is always busy, even if you're not doing anything, you can just be watching some movies and having fun. So I appreciate that you still have to squeeze your time to be here. All right. And I believe you've learned at least one thing from this class today. And I just pray that you guys succeed too in this trading journey. It's not easy for anybody. Everybody started just the way you are starting. Everybody is experiencing or has experienced the same thing you've experienced. It's actually a time and a matter of time, a function of time, and the information you get, like this, that's going to help you come out of it slowly. Don't be in a hurry. Do not be in a rush. Don't try to compete. Don't allow all these flashy results, trade results to, make you feel you don't know anything. You know something. Just be patient with yourself. Learn gradually, and trust me, you'll be better, guys. All right. So I don't know when this kind of a class will happen again. Maybe in the next 2 months or 3. But meanwhile, you'll be seeing my videos on YouTube. At least you'll be learning from there. Then for those who are coming in for the mentorship, the information will be dropped in the group. Then we'll continue from there. So have a wonderful evening and enjoy yourself. See you guys in my videos on YouTube. All right. Goodbye.
Wow. I just come meeting right now. They don't dismiss meeting.